The Premier League season has just finished and we didn't win the league, guys. We came second. We did our best though, and with that being said, every season before the new Premier League campaign begins, I always do a Premier League prediction. All about where the teams are going to finish. Last season, it wasn't good. The later season though, from the 2018-19 season, I haven't gone back and watched this. I want to see what I predicted, what I got right, what I got wrong. There's going to be a few horrifically wrong, by the way. I'm predicting that I've predicted terribly. So let's go. In 20th place, and for me, the bottom of the table at the end of the season team will be Cardiff City. I was very confident saying that, and to be fair, Cardiff did finish 18th, so it wasn't too far off. I thought they'd finish 20th, guys. They ended up 18th, so 2 off. I mean, do I get a point for that because they got relegated? I may give myself a point for that. If I get a team spot on, I'll give myself 3 points. If I get it way wrong, maybe that's minus like 3 points. How about that? Relegation last season, going to be going with Southampton. This was once a former very solid team, a mid-table team, sometimes higher than that, but I think they finished like 8th a few years ago, I want to say. Maybe a bit longer than that, but anyway, I think for me, they may get relegated, guys. Well, I was definitely wrong on this one, but not far off again. So I predicted Southampton, guys, would actually finish 19th in the league. With Mark Hughes as a manager, they may have done. I don't rate him at all as a manager. Shots fired at Mark Hughes. But they did finish, I believe, 3 places above that. So in 16th, not enough to lose, minus 3 points. So we stay, I think, on 1 point so far for predicting a relegated team. But yeah, that wasn't the worst prediction. In 18th spot, guys, I'm going to be choosing Brighton, who will be the final team in my Premier League prediction for the new season to be relegated. Well, that wasn't bad at all. I'm just going to throw it out there, guys. 1 off for Brighton. 1 off in a Premier League. You guys know how competitive our league is. It's, for me, by far the best league in the world. Anyone can beat anyone. I was 1 off. They finished 17th, as you guys can see on the screen right now. And they were survivors of the Premier League, so they finished 17th. And I predicted 18th. Again, super close with that one. In 17th position, guys, I'm going to predict that Watford will be that team. They did just sell... Well, guys, this is where I lose. This is where I lose 3 points. So take off my points right now overall. So I predicted, guys, that Watford would finish 17th. They actually finished 11th. So 6 off right there for them. They just lost the FA Cup final 6-0 to Man City. Started well, but then City dominated. However, in the league, they played very well. I mean, overall, they got, I think, 50 points. So, yeah, fair play, Watford. You proved me completely wrong. Also, hopefully, guys, like the size of this headset. It's a gigantic headset. In 16th position, guys, I'm going to be predicting that Huddersfield Town will be that team to finish 16th. Again, what a bad prediction that was. Let's take another 3 points off. Can we just add that right there? So I predicted Huddersfield, guys, finish 16th. They actually finished in 20th. I think that could be the worst ever Premier League tally, right? 16 points is unbelievably horrific. I thought they would have done better. I thought they could have survived. However, guys, Huddersfield got just devastatingly relegated. They got relegated like, what, a month ago maybe? 16 points is awful, and they only won 3 games. So, yeah, terrible prediction right there. They got relegated. Any Huddersfield fan will tell you that is probably... That's great news. They're not relegated. Maybe... Why did I say that? Sorry, Huddersfield fans. If you're a big Huddersfield fan, my bad. Maybe next season they want to finish like 10th. Maybe that's what they want to do. It's not going to happen until you won't finish 10th next season in the Premier League. In 15th position, guys, going to be going with Newcastle, although I'm not that confident they'll make it. This one wasn't too far off. Newcastle were in that battle from like 17th. From like 17th to about, what, 12th, 13th. They actually finished 13th, guys, so fair play Newcastle. Rafa Benitez for me could have been, and probably should have been, manager of the season. Miracles worked in the Northeast. If that's not Rafa managing there, they're probably relegated. He's absolutely brilliant as a manager. And yeah, they finished on 45 points. Very respectable considering their team was just so depleted. Rondon was great. Almiron was, I think, will come good eventually. Longstaff has been linked with Man United. So I'm happy to be wrong with that one. I've got a lot of respect for Newcastle, a lot of family from up in the northeast, so I like them a lot. And yeah, if there's a second, obviously I'm a massive Liverpool fan, but if I wasn't to support Liverpool as a kid and like I had to choose another team, it would be Newcastle. I like them. But yeah, they finished 13th overall. Happy to be wrong with that one. Could finish low. Moving on now to 14th position, gone with Crystal Palace. This is a very tough one as they had a great end to the season. So as opposed to there, I've come to realise the bottom half I'm not that bad on so far. Emphasis on so far, guys. I predicted Crystal Palace would be 14th. They finished 12th, as you guys can see in the screen right now. So that was a pretty okay prediction. Unless it's like, 4 or 5 places out of the prediction, I'll lose 3 points. But if it's, near enough, 1 or 2, that's not bad. I'll take that for Palace. I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not that confident about this position for Bournemouth. I think they could be lower. As always with the Premier League, the bottom half of the table is so competitive. Again, I was one off. Bournemouth actually finished 14th, guys. Level points, Newcastle on 13th in the real-life Premier League table. So again, I'm going to pat myself on the shoulder right there for that. That's actually not bad at all. And again, Bournemouth were up and down. They lost. Well, no, they battered Chelsea, but then they got battered themselves by other teams you wouldn't expect. So yeah, one off again. Not bad. I'm going to go 12th for Burnley. They have not brought in any players, which it was probably a wise prediction to go with 12th because Burnley have always just got the job done when they've needed to. This season was a bit different though. They had a lot of heavy losses and against teams at the end of the season, we all expected Burnley to, be in real trouble like for City, but it just never really happened. They didn't have anywhere near their best season, but they survived. So that's all they needed to do. Now they can build on that. I think they'll be okay next season. Burnley finished 15th, guys. 3 out, but I'm not that bothered about that one as it wasn't that bad of a prediction. I don't think that's too bad. 3 out for Burnley. They're kind of always around that position, except for a few seasons ago when they got was it 8th or 9th? But still, not that bad. 11th now, going to go with Leicester City. This was a tough one as they still have the whole of the team, except obviously Riyad Mahrez, who is their best player. So I predicted that they'll finish in 11th position. In 11th position real life was actually Watford. Leicester, though, did finish 9th, which I am honestly surprised at still. Maddison was fantastic for them. Mahrez leaving was huge. You know what? Fair play to Leicester City, guys. They actually played well against Man City. I was actually at that game. It was horrible to see Company score that goal. It was so horrible. But they played well at the end of the season, more so with Rodgers. I think they're going to do well again. And I'm not going to lie, to lose their best player and still finish 9th. And people say, Wolves had an amazing season, and they really did. Leicester only finished 5 points behind. Fair play, Leicester. You proved me wrong. You finished 9th. I predicted 11th. In 10th position, guys, in the Premier League season, I'm going to go for Fulham. And, well, this has gone to crap, hasn't it? 9 positions out. Why did I predict Fulham? I guess I thought their attacking prowess in the Championship could continue. Maybe the start of the season at least, get a few wins. They were absolutely terrible. I was really surprised players like Ryan Sessegnon were just awful. They weren't very good at all. I'm surprised he's being linked with a big, obviously massive club like Man United. I don't really get that, but maybe he'll be great in the future, you never know. But still, they had 3 or 4 managers it seemed. They did not get off to a great start at all. They got battered a lot by some very good teams. They finished on 26 points. I predicted Fulham guys would finish 10th. They finished 19th. I will lose another 3 points right now. I'm not sure if other, YouTubers are predicting it, reacting to it like this with the point system, but I've just thought of this point system. Let me know if there's a different way to calculate it, but still, how am I doing compared to others like Jimmy Conrad, Spencer, who else? I think Mark Goldbridge did one, I'm pretty sure. Some others. Let me know, but I was way off for Fulham. Terrible prediction. That was awful. Ryan Sessegnon as well. It's going to be a star in this league, I think. God, he was not a star in this league. Next up we have West Ham, and again, maybe a bit of a bold prediction. They didn't have a good season at all last season. Yes, Arnautovic was their best player. Lanzini at times looked good. I do like Lanzini, but again, giving a lot of praise for Lanzini, still needs to do more for me in the Premier League. However, one off. Should I get a point for being one off at all? Like 1 point, guys? I feel like I should, but it's up to you in the comments. But 10th for West Ham is their real-life prediction. So real-life score. They finished 10th in the Premier League. I predicted 9th, and West Ham is quite an easy team to predict. They'll have a few good games in a row where they'll win. They may have some, like, games to go against them, but they had a great end to the season, man. They really played well at the end. Although they lost the last game, but they did win 3 and then draw 1 before that. So they had a good end overall. 1 off. Maybe I get a point for that. I'm going to go for Wolves. This could be my boldest prediction of this video, guys. I love doing these bold predictions because you never know. Wolves could get relegated. They could do. But I don't know why I thought that, because they have got good players in Moutinho. But you never really knew. However, again, 1 off. So predicted 8th for Wolves, as you can see in screen right now, and then you can also see in screen they actually finished 7th. So do I deserve a point for that being 1 off? I'm not sure if I really do, but still 1 off for Wolves. They were absolutely brilliant for most of the season. They beat teams like United, beat us in the FA Cup, I think it was. They were brilliant, really, really good. I'm going to go 7th for Everton. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, 1 off. I keep getting 1 off. This is actually a good prediction if you ignore Fulham, guys. Just cut that out of the video. Just get rid of Fulham right now in this reaction video because it just wasn't good at all. But again, I predicted that Everton finished 7th. They actually finished 8th. If I just said Wolves in that original prediction, I would have been spot on. But still, 1 off there for that. Isn't bad. Everton are always like probably 7th to 10th. So again, like West Ham, they're quite easy to predict. It's obviously my prediction. I've thought about this a lot, but it's very, like, I've changed it so much. I've changed 6th with 3rd. I've changed 6th with 4th and 5th. It's the most difficult position, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go with Tottenham Hotspur, with Spurs as 6th. Tough. It was between obviously Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, United. I predicted that like kind of right, those 4 teams within that bracket, which you'll see soon. But I mean, Spurs nearly lost even more games. They really were close. They nearly bottled it again, man. They did bottle 3rd place. They really should have got 3rd. Chelsea somehow got 3rd. What even is this? So I said 6th. They got 4th. I'm actually okay with that, but maybe you guys disagree. Was that a really bad prediction? I'm going to say Arsenal will be 5th, ahead of Spurs. Well, there's always a prediction that is spot on right there, guys. I believe that is my first one I've got properly right. I think it is. So 3 points now on the tally somewhere on the video right now. And yeah, Arsenal 5th. They did finish 5th. I wasn't that confident in them getting top 4. They could have had a few good runs, but they just never got it going. Arsenal need a dominant midfielder still. They need a defence. Their defence is not good enough for top 4. It just isn't. They need more quality defenders. If they can get someone like Koulibaly, then get like a great midfielder who's, you know, a leader as well, that would do them better next season. But yeah, I've gone for 5th. Got that one right. From Arsenal on 5th, I've gone for Chelsea at 4th. This wasn't bad at all. Like 1 point off, guys. I mean, come on, I deserve a point for that. Give me a point on the overall scoreboard. So I predicted Chelsea would finish 4th, guys. They somehow got 3rd. Absolutely no idea how they did that with a very inconsistent season. But obviously they went on like a few good runs, so that always helps. But yeah, Tottenham actually got 4th in real life. Chelsea got 3rd. I predicted they'll get 4th. I feel like I deserve a point for that being 1 point off. So yeah, we'll go with it. Chelsea, got to do a lot better next season. United, for me, will be 3rd in the Premier League season. That was not a good prediction. As I narrate the video, guys, you can probably hear the 2 puppies are playing over there and going crazy. Anyway, I predicted that United finish 3rd, and they actually finished 6th. So 3 off. I'm actually going to give myself a minus point for that because they were so bad overall in the last 5 games. They won none in the last 5 games, lost 3 and drew 2. They were really bad. United should not have given Solskjaer a contract at that time. Wait until the end of the season. You guys are going crazy over there, aren't you? But yeah, they were terrible. I don't get why they'd give Solskjaer the contract when he's got the rest of the season to go. Anyway, 3 off, take a point off. In second place for me will be my Liverpool. And to be honest, I can't see us. If ever someone says I'm a biased Liverpool fan, you've got to show them that clip right there. I literally said we'd finish second. And lo and behold, we finished second by 1 point. We nearly won the Premier League. The best ever season I've gone to, man. Went to most of the home games, and I'm very lucky to go to so many home games, and obviously travel with the team as well. It's amazing. And yeah, we finished second. It's sunk in. It's been a weird thing though. Like I feel like if any other team but City won the Premier League, we would have heard more about it. But because it's kind of expected, and once they beat Brighton, I didn't feel like there's much fanfare. Do you guys get the same vibe? I'm not sure if it's only me, but I don't know. City's a strange, their fans, fair play to them. When it went to the City game, they were really good. Gotta say it, man. City fans were very good, so fair play. I'll always say it how it is, and they were good. It's just like, you don't really hear about them winning the league or going crazy. Obviously, if that's us, we are going mad. I would still be probably tweeting or doing a new Instagram post of Salah holding the Premier League trophy every day since. I wouldn't shut up about it for a month because I've never seen us win the top division in the Premier League. So, sorry, in football, in the English football. And yeah, it's been a strange one, but obviously fair play. City deserve to win the Premier League. I've said that a few times now. They deserve to. And people saying, oh, what happens if we beat United when we drew with them? What happens if we beat West Ham? Firstly, we got lucky to draw against West Ham. We got lucky to draw against Leicester. We got lucky to beat Everton the last minute. Without that Origi goal, we'd be on 95 points. So we ended how we ended, man. No one's got any hard feelings about it. Not me especially. But yeah, we finished second. I predicted we finished second, guys. I get 3 points for that, by the way, as well. Just saying, 3 points for myself on that prediction. And let's go into the final prediction. Champions of the 2018-19 Premier League season will be Manchester City. Well, I got the winner of the Premier League correct, so I deserve the 3 points for that, don't I? Predicting Man City would be the Premier League champions, and they were. So that is my Premier League prediction reacted to, guys, for another season. I will be doing my Premier League prediction for the next season within probably, 2 months, maybe August, 3 months, so cannot wait for that. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like if you want to see more of this kind of content and reacting to videos and stuff. It's really good fun. Do leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and thoughts on my Premier League prediction.